You are now listening to a new episode of Man, Shut Up. I am Wally World. Check this out. Season 3, episode 8. Yes, sir. It just always feels good when I hear that 8. Give me that Kobe vibe.
And with only like 4 more days left to my birthday.
The title of this one is The Reflection. Now, normally, I try to give you things on this podcast and on this platform where I say I've either been through it or I've seen it firsthand. I've taken it in, I've broken it down, and I've studied it to regurgitate it back to you. I've always been good at that, being able to observe from afar. Even though I be in the corner of a room, I've seen the whole setup before it even started. That's a gift. But now I'm going to give you a little bit of me, where I was at one of my vulnerable moments. Because I want you guys to feel like family. You ready? Let's get it. There was one time where I was at the lows of lows. Nobody knew what the hell was going on. Nobody. Not family, not friends, not co-workers. I literally was a walking zombie. I had pretty much pushed myself into my home, and I didn't even really want to go outside. Yes, depression, possibly. I have no idea what the fuck going on. Sitting around, just chilling, minding my business, and every so often I would just really find myself, it'd be 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 days where I have not even seen outside. I don't even know what that looks like. That's right. I always wondered why that was the case. Why everybody else wanted to be outside. Now, see, did I deem it as antisocial? Yes, I did. But then I looked a little further and said, nah, something ain't right. Throughout this time, I also would just get angry, just moves, just crazy moves. But it wasn't like me. I'm the laugher, I'm the joker, I'm the one that turns some sugar into real quick. I mean, I want to make sure that everybody's good. I'm for real. I joke around here right now. We was just laughing before we got on this and made it a little personal. I realized that I didn't even want to eat. That's right. Now it's 2 days. I ain't ate nothing. I ain't even thought about eating anything. What in the world is going on with me? I ain't running to nothing crazy, did I? But what it really was is that I really had went to mental overload. I did not trust nobody during this process. Nothing, nobody. So I realized that something ain't right when I looked in the mirror, and I realized that I was not me anymore. I can remember exactly what happened. I was actually in the shower, taking a shower. And something just came over me like, dude, what's wrong with you? Get your shit together. Everything that I was thinking about was running all through my brain. My job, my relationships with people, individuals. It seemed like the world was changing right in front of my face. Right. But I was being the same. I get out the shower, I dry myself off, I look in the mirror, and then you know what? I didn't know who that person was. I had truly allowed everything in my life to change me. Yeah, let's get personal. I allowed people to change me. I allowed people's situations in their life to change me. No matter the circumstances of what I've been through in my life, fuck that. The things that I've overcame, the things that I'm proud of, the things that I trust and love the most, that didn't mean anything because I had literally made myself a yes man to everybody else's life. And the time that I realized that I finally was just not with the shit, now everybody turns around and starts looking at me all funny. Like I'm demanding too much shit. I didn't know who that person was. But it made me angry as shit. You know it gets real bad when you start writing lists and you start saying, you know what, I'm gonna make it a living hell for all of these people. Yeah, you at the dumps. You at the lowest of lows, and it really didn't matter. I know ain't no crazy other things. There ain't no murder, ain't no none of that. Cause you know, us as black folk, we don't do shit like that really. But I really had it out. I really had an agenda. The agenda was the way I feel right now for the things that I have recognized and observed, they are going to feel that same way. If you were a person that was using me, oh boy, I got something for your ass. Oh, you want to ignore me? Oh, I'll let you make sure you see me. Oh, you think you getting over right now? Oh, no, you're not. Oh, you talking shit behind my back? Oh, I already found out. I want to make it very, very, very upsetting for them. Because one thing that I knew about me is that I always had good shit in my heart. And all these same people and the situations and circumstances, I've always been the bigger person. This is why I want to go back to say, because being the bigger person is full of shit. Now, listen, I'm going to say that right now for the ones who are saying, I'm just going to be the bigger person. No, the fuck you're not. Fuck somebody up today. Cuss somebody ass out today. Because what'll happen is that people will get comfortable and they'll just start doing things and forget all about how you feel about it just because you said nothing. And it's, to be honest, it's not all their fault. It's your fault because you didn't open your mouth and you didn't acknowledge that shit wasn't right or that you did like that. It's either positive or negative. Which means that your communication skills was trash. I had went to being a communicator to silent as hell. The energy was off. And I did not know how to function. So now here we go. Making a phone call with pride and ego thrown to the side, which was very difficult to make that call to counseling. The reflection. Even though when I was making this call, I was like, I don't need this shit. First of all, people that know me know I don't need that shit. Yeah. I don't need none of this. First of all, I don't even know why I'm doing this, but you know what? It's better to have somebody than nobody at all. This is the time where I couldn't make it a joke. This is the time where I couldn't laugh it off. Phone rings. Receptionist answers the phone. I say my name. I say I'm dealing with something I've never dealt with in my life, but I got a whole bunch of anger, and I know that this anger is going to blow up in ways that it don't need to be right. I don't know what to do next. The greatest thing ever is that this person really, which ended up being my counselor, because again, I'm thinking it's a receptionist, like just calling and giving me like a quote, like it's on like some lawyer shit, right? But it's actually the counselor that I actually end up going to. And she sat down and she told me, you know what, this is normal. First of all, let's relax. We got to find out what the root of this is. And again, I didn't have no idea. What the fuck you mean a root? I don't even know where this started from. I just been acting like this and feeling like this for the past month. I don't know what this is. The thing that was crazy is that I did not want to be around anybody because, see, this is where I say in life, if you know you're not right for nobody, then don't be around motherfuckers. That's the next rule. Let's keep going. Reflection. Some of you sit around and then knowing that you ain't hit no shit, knowing you got some fucked up ways with you, but you want to be around in everybody's faces. You want to be in everybody's faces and want somebody to just deal with your shit because you feel like that's what you want for the time being, which is not fair at all. You know damn well that your people taught you some bullshit or didn't teach you enough, but you still walking around feeling like you know everything in the book. See, sometimes you gotta reflect and go back to the drawing board. And this is what I was willing to do because I know me, interiorly me, is great as fuck. And this is where the confidence comes in because I know I could be in anywhere. I could be with your nearest hood niggas, I could be with your nearest scholars, and I'm cool. Your nearest ladies, your nearest friends, I can be cool, I'm cordial, I'm fine. I was told to come in the following Monday. We came in and we had a good conversation. She touched and asked some questions. And this is what I want to say with you fellas, man. I'm doing this because I want to show you guys that you're not less of a man because you can't handle things. Because see, the world tells you that you got to be tough all the time. You in your relationship with your lady, you got to be the one that solve all the problems. Hell, they barely don't even know what the fuck they want to eat. You got to solve that too. But they stomach ground. You got to be the one to know what's the next event. Like you don't want to be surprised neither. You got to be the one that's understanding when more times they're not. You got to be the one that's got to hold things down when you with your people. even though they'll tell your shit right in front of your face. You gotta be the one that everybody comes to in the family, but even though they telling your business at the damn family reunion, you got to be the main guy. If you fail and self-destruct, who gives a fuck, right? Just another man that can't get his shit together. Don't we notice that? So before I want to get to that point, I said, no, we're not going to do that because I'm not going to let the world defeat me. Having the conversation we had, that conversation the following Monday, I didn't say shit in there. Yep, being a typical man, I didn't say shit. Because in my natural instincts, I'm observant. I sit back and get quiet. Once I'm comfortable with you, then I talk. Just like we are as family right now. I wasn't ready for the reflection. I just wanted to see if this is a joke. That I find myself sitting in this room where the window is facing the highway. And I'm sitting there saying, what? I'd rather be at home, sitting back, chilling, drinking me a beer, minding my business. Because we also know in the world it's hard for people to mind their mother business. It's another one. Mind your damn business. Drink your water, mind your business. But again, where are we? Reflection. Having a few conversations, a few meetings. We did a meeting, we made it to where we can negotiate meetings. So fellas, again, you can negotiate your meetings. You ain't got to do them at certain times. You can do them whenever you feel like them. And sometimes this time and time and era, you could do it over the phone. And you can have sessions over the phone. I didn't want over the phone because the people know me. I'm direct and I want to be right in your face to communicate. Here we are. I'm at the third meeting at this point. Session, meeting, it's all the same to me. And I still ain't said a damn word. The best that she's gotten is where I'm from, what I do for work. That's pretty much it. How's the weather? What teams I like? Shit like that. But then I realized every time I came home, I'm wasting somebody else's time. That's another rule. Stop wasting fucking people's time. If you know damn well that you're not built for that shit, get the fuck out of people's face. Get the fuck out the way. If you are a woman that can't handle men, get the fuck on. If you a man that can't handle that lady shit, get the fuck on. There's no need for you to stick around and try to hold nobody hostage. In life, even out of your job. This job ain't for you, get rid of that shit. Trust me. Reflection. Finally, I give in. Fourth section. I give in. We start getting deeper into how I was raised, what I love the most, when certain things change, what made me from going talkative and being around people to not want to be around people at all. And what I realized is that it was the trust. The thing about the trust with me is because that's the first thing that I was taught. And one thing that when you're taught things that are with substance and it gets damaged, all of us are affected. Now I'm going to go back because something you might love certain things that's been damaged to you or taken away from you, rather willingly or unwillingly, and it damaged you in some form or fashion. But most times for a man, they tell you to shake it off. So you lose the understanding of what pain feels like. You fall on the ground and you have to hurry up and find a way in your mind to take the pain away from you when actually it hurt that bad. It's only a reaction of what you felt. You don't get that option. So you automatically turn into concrete. Things that I learned. So now here I am, old as dirt in my mind, realizing that I never had the option to feel pain. There are things in my life where I had to just wipe them away very fast before they even started to affect me. Oh, fellas, do you agree with that? You can never explain yourself without somebody cutting you off. Somebody telling you that it ain't that serious. Somebody telling you to move around. Somebody telling you to go on with that bullshit. Yeah, you've probably heard it a lot of times in your life, haven't you? I've also heard that the lies to be able to cover the pain that's inside. How many of you been through that? Meaning when you're sitting there and you waiting on your dad to come and show up and he tell you that he gonna come, just wait on it. For him not to come at all. Only for him to try to bribe you again and tell you, I got some things I bought for you, shoes and clothes. And so now you start having in your mind that the only thing that can soothe you and heal you is materialism. Oh, let's go back. That's another rule. Now see, for materialism, that doesn't mean anything when it's interior. Lessons, gems, the reflection. So now here I am realizing that I've never been able to express my pain. I've been bombarded with materialism, been bought for my emotions. We haven't even got to the nitty gritty of why I even felt the way I felt before I made the phone call. And one thing that I realized is that it's a problem. But see, when you first get there, you'll say it's normal. You're normal. In your mind, you're saying it's normal. It's like not being born with an arm. You say that's normal. I've been doing this all my life. But in actuality, you realize that without having those things, you start hurting and affecting other people, which goes back to the rule that I said earlier. But sometimes we do that unbeknownst to ourselves. Now remember, I just told you the trust is damaged. The effects of emotion and pain I no longer have. Now I realize that last time I had a cry was shit. 4 years, 5 years, maybe 4 years. Not a single tear. Not even laughing so hard that a tear falls. None of that. 4 years. No. Now I'm emotionless. So now the way I look and view the world is I view it with no emotion attached to it at all. I view it as there's no crying in basketball. When actually it is when you lose in a championship. There are a lot of us men that'll walk around here emotionless. The craziest thing about it is that the people that are around you are so used to you being emotionless that they don't know how to act around you because it's difficult for them to. Does that mean that I was raised bad? No. I was raised by great morals, great code of ethics. Tuck your shirt in, pull your pants up, yes ma'am, yes sir, opening the doors. But what I realized is that even though I was taught those things, I was never taught to accept when people do the shit to me. The only thing I was taught to do is be ready for the unexpected. So here I am, waiting on every moment to jump on some ass. Pause. But then within that trust comes the loyalty part. This is why one thing for me, and come on fellas, I know you understand this. G, I know you understand this. See, when there's loyalty involved, sometimes you swallow the bullet just to show the people around you that you're solid. Which is a good trait. But let me tell you what I learned myself, fellas. You only be loyal to motherfuckers who are loyal to you. It ain't about what you feel about them, it's about what they do. Yeah. How many of you feel that you've been loyal to a fault to people that now treat you like shit? It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. We'll leave it like that. Reflection. That's when I started recognizing through the same counseling session that comfort seeps in. Because something has to fill that gray void, right? Because you might feel loyal to somebody or committed to somebody, rather male or female. Male as in your friends and female as in you into your relationship. Family members as well. Relationship, you feel loyal to that. You never asked how mutual that is. So now you got this 100% of loyalty to it when the people are only giving you 20 because that's all you need to fulfill yourself. But really you're losing 80% of you, and that gray area of 80% now turns into comfort. Yeah, we're gonna keep this professional because I want you to understand, and for the people that's from my past, fuck you. But the people that's in my present and future, I understand what this goes. I understand how this works. I'm not that person that was sitting in my house, just sitting there not wanting to be around nobody and didn't know why. Yes, I get very offended when people try to tell me to go fix myself. I fix myself. Truly. Did you? I took the time. This is gonna be a long one. But I want the fellas to feel comfortable. It's alright, fella. It's alright, big dog. It's alright, homie. Whatever. It's alright, because nobody's gonna tell you that. The world damn sure ain't. Your lady damn sure ain't. I'm gonna tell you that right now. She's not. It all sounds good because, like, you have to understand that majority of things in this world is in car salesman mode. Because America is all about selling a product instead of the value of one. That wasn't my shit. That was my counselor's words. Everybody goes in car salesman mode. This is the, you know what, we'll work on that for you. Just give us some time. That's a bunch of bullshit. Just hold tight. I'll be right back in 5 minutes. It's an hour. That's bullshit. You don't believe in us? What have you done the last 10 times? That's bullshit. What people want, they give you. And believe it or not, bullshitters give you bullshit. Non-thoughtful motherfuckers give you non-thoughtful shit. Dummies give you dumb answers. There's no coincidence there. So you want to make sure that everything is mutual. Again, in life, I didn't learn it was mutual. It was get whatever you do, whatever somebody give you, you take it. That's the number one thing that they tell you. Take what somebody give you, because they ain't got to give you nothing. Nobody owes you shit, but honestly, they do. They owe you the same respect that you give them. They owe you the same commitment that you give them. They owe you the same trust that you give them. They owe you the same love that you give them. They owe you the same shit. This is where we end up self-destructing. Because the people that's on the other side of the spectrum know how much shit they give you or how much shit they don't give you. That's right. Reflection. And this is the reason why the way the world is right now, that what we are asking for to flourish in life never does, and it dies because somebody is dropping the fucking ball. And there's nothing wrong with dropping the ball of life, meaning admitting that you're sorry, having a conversation as men or as women or as whatever to hash out the differences, coming to a compromise. All these things is what fix the bullshit that we have created. A lot of times we don't, because we are afraid to look in that mirror that I had to look into. But when it don't feel right, you'll turn into a zombie. Trust me, you will. I did. Reflection. I recognized and was told that the reason why I am who I am is because my trust is at the lowest form, which means you'll find yourself not telling all your business. You'll learn that I can only gotta tell you just a piece of it. I ain't gotta tell you it all. The crazy part about it is that, see, the people that are nosy as fuck, they want the whole shit, they'll call you a liar because you just told them just enough for them to know. This is the way the world works. To turn right back around and use that against you now. This is the reason why I always have to quote, the less I know, the best I know. That came from counseling as well. Keeps your brain free. Keeps your mind clear. But see, what happens is, what we do is we want to prove that we're telling the truth, that we want to tell it all. But naturally, for human emotions, we compartmentalize that and we put that into our repertoire naturally. to use it for ourselves.
He was once at the from around the way.
Reflection.
Easy.
I recognize that I've been hurt a lot. Never had the time to process it. Why? Because, you gotta move on. How many times you heard that? There are people that literally just do bullshit to you. Don't even give you an explanation. People tell you, oh, don't worry about it. You'll get whatever I give you. Oh, that was just minor. We'll get back to you shortly. You should love that. If you love this, then you will love this. Don't you know this is like salesman shit? This is where the world has processed it in your brain. And everybody around you use the same salesman approach. What you end up finding, that's the reason why anytime you fall out with somebody, it's because somebody used you up. Reflection. When you get tired and you start standing for yourself again and you start saying, that's not what I'm going to accept. I'm not going to accept sitting in here for an hour when it only takes 5 minutes. I'm not going to accept anymore. I'm not going to accept any more of the acceptance. It's a new world around here. It's a new thought around here. It's a new day around here. It's a new energy around here. A lot of people want to use that energy and try to use it into their own minds of bullshit. But at the end of the day, their energy is still low as fuck. Their efforts is still low as fuck. They cover it. And I don't want to be rude, G, but I know your mom and what she does. But you know what? That's why some people put that pastor and that Bible in front of the bullshit in front of them. Oh yeah. Let's talk about it. Reflection. Yes. Because I got on them nice clothes and I got that clean Bible don't mean that I am doing anything wrong. It's just only an image. But inside, nobody still looks in that mirror to really see what the true message is. And the message is within yourself. Everybody has their own message and their own movement. What we try to do is we try to force ourselves with situations and people, and just because it looks good on the outside, but it's fucked up on the inside. There are a lot of us men that look great on the outside, but fucked up in the inside, and we have to really recognize it. But what we really recognize that the reason why a lot of people are fucked up is because they've been hurt by something and it's made them fearful of being damaged and hurt again. See guys that have great intentions and then next thing you know they fall off. Women have great intentions and they fall off. Remember, the gray area is comfort. So if you sat there and you say, hey, you know what, I would love for you to just hear me out from time to time, and then it's been told and then they still don't, they don't give a fuck. There's something else in the way that they feel is bigger than you. And one thing about it, if they say they care and trust and love and do this for you, and that's what they put in front of you, guess what? They will do it 10 times out of 10 times. Take heed of what I said. Reflection. Because also in that counseling, mothers and fathers don't put nothing in front of their kids. Message. If you are a parent, you don't put nothing in front of your kids because, again, that's your prized possession. A job cannot stop you from going to go see for the aid of your child. A business can't stop you from tending to an injury to your child. A school can't lock you away them doors from you to kick them down to go see what's going on in your classroom with your child. Same thing in life. What do we value? And sometimes they prove and things prove and jobs prove to you that they're not willing to kick open a door for you. And you gotta accept it. Give energy that's given. You have some people that are around you that will kick open a door that know you less than a mofo that know you the most. You got a person that'll wake up in the middle of the night to hear you cry before a family member will. And that's how you treat them as such. Because see, titles is what the counselor says, is what controls people. Titles is what make a manager feel like he knows more than you when technically he doesn't. Titles is what make a woman that you're married to make you have to choose between your mother and her. Because the same title is in that same Bible that told you a title. Let's keep moving. But it's about the feeling, and what people do consistently is what you go to. They have mutual love and mutual likes and mutual respect and mutual trust is who you go to first. This is all counseling, fellas. It cleared my mind so much to where now toxic females and all that, man, I don't got no time for them. I don't give a fuck about them. Toxic males as well. I ain't got time for them. And when you know you've put in the proper work, you've proven yourself, you've shown what you can do, you've shown your capabilities, you've shown how thoughtful and prideless you've been, then you don't have to look over your shoulder again. You continue to move forward. And whatever energy that they see in front of your face is the energy that they have produced. Suck the gray area out of things. Thus suck the comfort. If a person around you is not wanting to make you as happy as you want them to be, it's only a matter of time before it fades out. The wait right here, we'll be back, won't be there too much longer. Very easy. Reflection. As I went through 12 weeks of this counseling section, I realized that the reason why I was feeling bad is because of the energy of other people. And just accepting it. But I have to blame myself because I allowed myself to get there. And this is what I want to say to the next one. Have enough accountability to know where you put yourself in to fuck this up. It ain't everybody's fault. Can it be the start of something? Yes. Could it be the fire starter? Yes. But you had to play a part in something. It's just like knowing that a person robbed a bank. You might be at home and the person robbed the bank, but you knew it and you're still an accessory. You knew. There's still a consequence and penalty for it. So in order to keep yourself clear from all that madness and mischief, it's best to come to the forefront before it happens. Then after, when the chaos has already been done. Again, thank you guys for listening. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell while you're there. Let me know what you feel about this one. That's right. We got a part 2 to this one. Yeah, you know it. Episode 9, so I already know where we're going at. I want to give the guys some clarity to understand that it's okay to not be okay. You will learn so many things. But if you got a business, music, or event, you know to hit me up, flamegametime84@gmail.com. Let's give them your flowers while you're living. Do you feel me? Sheesh, I'm fucking up. That's how you know it's getting personal to me, because I'm really closing my eyes and remembering where I was and what I was doing. And it's just a thank you to the higher power moment. And when you're fixing yourself, you ain't got to broadcast it to everybody. You don't. You allow your actions to do what is needed. And what falls off shall fall off, regardless if you do it or not. And as always, love yourself. Love each other, be mindful, and be wise. And before I go, you know I'm gonna say it. Peace and love. Be ready for part 2 of this thing. Gee, we're gonna get a little deep. I think they're ready. Peace.
Stop being surprised by people being themselves. What do I mean by that? Often people will do the same things they've always done. I can't believe they're late again. I can't believe that they are unfaithful again. I can't believe this person lied on me and they lie on everybody else. People are being themselves in most cases. We are shocked when they are themselves with us. it is so important that we just accept who they are, not the version that we would like them to be, not what they could change if only, but exactly who they are showing themselves to be. That's when we can get to work and say, is this something I want to tolerate? Is this the type of behavior I want in my life? If I do, what do I need to adjust? Not the adjustment of changing other people.